Hi everybody, it's Renee from Wanna Scrap, and I'm here today to share with you how I altered the measurements on this shadow box card that I made following Scrimping Mommys tutorial. Now it is a beautiful card, however it's very thick. So I just want to make a skinnier one, and I was asked to share how I made this. So what you're going to need to start with is an 8x8 piece of paper. Or cardstock, sorry, and you're going to want to score it at 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and 1 inch. And you're going to turn it around because we want to score all 4 sides, and they're all going to get scored the same here at 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and 1 inch. Flip it again. 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and 1 inch. And last time around, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and an inch. And while we have it at this point, we're going to score it again at 1 1/4 inch, but only down to the second score line here. So again, this is 1 inch over, just 1/4 inch down to the second score line, just so we have it looking like that. That's just going to be our guide where we're going to cut it, and this gives us our beautiful mitered edges on this card. So we're going to flip it right around. So I scored here, and we're going to do it on the opposite side, the same thing. So we're just going to go to the 1 1/4 inch, and we're going to score it at another 1/4 inch over here to the second score line. Okay, just get that out of the way, and then we're going to trim. So where we scored it on this mark here, we're going to cut down to that second score line, and then we're going to cut on a diagonal down to that third score line, and then cut, and we're going to remove that piece. So same thing on this side. We're just going to cut down to that second score line, to the third score line on a diagonal, and then remove that piece. So that's essentially what we're doing here. And then again, we're going to flip it over to the other side. And remove this piece. And the last one. I'm going to remove. Okay, so I have all 4 pieces removed. So we got them all out of the way. So it was just like this. We're just going to remove all those 4 corners. And while you have it flattened in this state, we're going to stamp whatever sentiment or whatever you're going to do, if you're going to draw or what have you. I'm going to use the Happy Birthday to You sentiment here, and so I'll get started with that. Okay, so to stamp my sentiment, I absolutely love my new Tim Holtz Ionic Studios Stamparatus, I think it's called. It's so awesome. I strongly suggest getting one. It just does the best kind of stamping, and I'm going to use the Stays On ink. So we're just going to place our sentiment where we want it if you're using this. So I'm going to try to center it as best as I can and put it up the right side. Make sure your stamp is not upside down. And I'm going to use this birthday cake in here too when it's all said and done. So, and we gotta remember this is gonna fold all in onto itself here. So we don't want it blocked too much. Okay, so I think that'll be a good setting here. And then just lift it up. So awesome. I just love the crisp images you get with this stamp helper. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this, and I'll be right. Okay, so I have my sentiment stamped, and that's what I love about it. You can keep going over it until you got all your crisp edges on the stamp. So now we're just going to fold it over. Now just make sure you have all your stamping done. However, stickers, the shaker bits, that part doesn't matter right now, and even using this wood piece, it's not going to matter because you can glue it in after it's done. It's just hard to, if you're using that particular kind of stamp apparatus, it's hard to get it stamped in here because you have to have it flat. So okay. And then what I like to do is I like to start with this folded edge here, the one that's not mitered, and that's going to give us our thickness. So I'm going to go ahead and place glue right on the edge here. And we're just going to fold it in. And you can use this type of tape if you're more comfortable with it. I just sometimes have a problem with it. So for precision pieces like this, I just like to use wet glue, so I got a little bit of wiggle room, because I have a bad habit of somehow putting that tape in the wrong spot, and once it's taped down, it's really hard to move it. And you just got to keep making sure it's pressed down. It's kind of hard because you can't use clips, so you just kind of got to make sure it's all positioned. But once you get it all together, it all kind of helps hold itself in. Okay, make sure these are tucked in good. And then just roll it all in. And just make sure these corners get tucked in here. And just maybe hold it for a second. And it's all right if you get some glue bits here. I always cover up all this area anyways. But look at the nice crisp corner you get here. Just try not to get any glue in there, because we don't want the shaker bits sticking to it. And then the last side here. Getting glue all over my fingers. It's a sticky, fun mess. So just make sure we can hold this. I so wish we could use clamps. I really into the clamps now. They really are an awesome helping hand. Oops. Okay. And then I'm going to glue down my thing here. And I have some fun shaker bits. I got stars, presents, balloons, happy birthday. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down and put my shaker bits in, and we'll move on to the next. Okay, so I'm just got all my shaker bits here, and I got these jars of little like diamond thingies that I'm just going to put a few in here. And purple, because purple's her favorite color. Okay. And now for this part, I do like to use a two-sided tape, just because we're using the plastics. So I'll just get all my tape down all around, and this size is just perfect for the 1/4 inch here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put tape all around. Okay, so I'm just removing the last piece of the cover on the sticky tape here. And you will need a piece of acetate or vellum or whatever you're using. I'm going to use this piece of plastic I got here. No. And this is what happens if you're not careful. Luckily, it comes off pretty fast and easy. So we just want to make sure on the whole thing. And make sure it's smooth as you can get it. Just got to play around with it. With this kind of tape, it is forgiving once you put it on here. Wet glue would make a very gooey mess. And then we're just going to go around and trim all our edges. So I'm just going to trim all this off. And just a tip, you guys, to trim your acetate, it's easier if you do it from the bottom side. Just be very careful you don't cut the cardboard or the cardstock. Alrighty, so we got that all trimmed away, and then all you need is a spare piece of cardstock, and you can have this as long or as wide as you want. You can decorate this with some bling rolls. Okay, so for the easel part of my card, I just cutting up a piece of scrap cardstock here, and it can be whatever color you like, and we just glue it on the back here. And to decorate, you can use like lace with some bling around it. I'll show you the finished product when I'm done here and show you which way I went. So have fun with this, you guys, and you can put stickers all in there. Sometimes I put the name on the outside. So yeah, I'll show you a picture when I'm done. Okay, so this is my final product here. So I just glued the cardstock here, and I put a ribbon so it won't fall backwards or anything. It'll stay standing. And I got some of these handmade with love stickers recently from the dollar store, so I just stuck one there, and I used some of this metal looking tape, and it kind of went over the edge a little bit, but that's all fine. And then I just used some of this bling that I got from the dollar store also. So I hope you like this card. I absolutely love how it turned out. Write your sentiment on the back and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day. Bye for now.